We continue reading from the book An-Nabawiyyah, and today we will begin lesson number 13, and we will be going over the Shadda. And this is the most important. If a ra has a Shadda, how many ra's are there? 2 ra's. The first letter is what? Sakin. The second letter is a vowel. Is that clear? So when we break it down and we're reading, we say, for example, the first one, ba dhamma ra shadda bur. Do we see that? Lesson number 13. Why do we say, what do we mean when we say ra shadda? What do we actually mean? Ra sukun. Is that clear? So, ba dhamma ra shadda bur. Now that's the first ra. Now go to the second ra. Ra kasra ri. Burri. So be careful from saying burri, not burri. 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 Is that clear? Now we go to the third letter. Za fatha za. Burri za. Is that clear? Now, so repeat after me. Ba dhamma ra shadda bur. Ra kasra ri. Burri. Burri. Za fatha za. Burri za. Burri za. Ha dhamma sad shadda hus. Hus. Not hus. Hus. Ha from the middle of the throat. Hus. صاد كسر صي. حصي. Remember, it's not حصي. No. حصي. لام فتحة لا. حصي لا. حصي لا. Be careful from saying حصي لا. Not la. La. Sad is heavy. Lam is light. Clear? حصل. Next one. صاد فتحة دال شدة صد. صد. دال فتحة دا. صد. قاف فتحة قا. صدق. صاد heavy. Dal is light. صدق. 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 Become saying صدق, not صدق. 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 So which one is right? صدق or صدق? First one, second one. صدق or صدق? Second one, right? No. Next word. عين فتحة دال شدة عد. Not دال. دال. عين فتحة دال شدة عد. دال فتحة دا. عد. عد. دال فتحة دا. عدد. عدد. Which one is right? Adada or addada? First one or second one? We see the difference between the shadda and the vowel. Is that clear? Next one. Qa fatha dal shadda qad. Dal fatha da. Qadda. Qadda. Remember, be careful saying qadda, not qadda. Qadda. Qaf is heavy, dal is light. Qadda. Ra fatha ra. Qaddara. Not qaddara, no. Qaddara. Ra is heavy. Ra. Qaddara. Qaddara. Not qaddara, not ra. Ra. The tip of the tongue should be on top of the palate. Ra, it's heavy. Now we're going to read the entire line without breaking it down. Burriza. حصل
فصلت
صدق
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 عدد
عدد
قدر.
قدر.
Next line. كاف فتح ذال شدة كذ. Not thou, ذال. كاف فتح ذال شدة كذ. ذال فتح ذا كذ. با فتح با كذب كذب. So which one is right? Is it كذب كذب كذب? Third one, right? نون فتحة عين شدة نع.
نون فتح عين شد نع.
عين فتحة ع.
عين فتح
Middle of the throat. ع. نع.
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 ميم فتحة ما.
ميم فتح ما.
نعم.
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 يا فتحة يا.
يا فتح يا.
ضا ضم نون شدة ظن.
نون شد ظن.
نون ضم نو. يظن.
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 Not يظن, not ya, ya. Ya, ظو. ضاء is heavy, ya is light. يظن.
يظن.
Some of us might be asking, why are we holding it, the noon, right? This is called a ghunna, nasalization. Two letters. Whenever they have a shadda, we have to hold it for two counts. The noon and the meen. Whenever a noon or a meen has a shadda, you have a ghunna, nasalization. You have to hold it for how long? Two counts. Always. Is that clear? Next one. Ya fatha ya.
يا فتح يا.
Ha dhamma dad shadda hudd. Ya hudd.
يهد.
Not yahud. Yahud.
يهد.
Yahu. The ha middle of the throat. I understand. The ha comes from the middle of the throat. Yahud.
يهد.
ضاد ضم ضو. يحض.
يهد.
Not yahud. يحض.
يهد.
يح. يحض.
يهد.
يحض.
يهد.
جيم فتحة نون شدة جن.
جيم فتح نون شد جن.
نون فتحة نا.
نون فتح نا.
Now what do we see here? A noon with a shadda. What do we have to do? Hold it for two. Jannah.
جنة.
Ta كسرتين تن.
تا كسرتين تن.
جنة.
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 Remember, it's light, not Jannah. No. Jannah. جنة.
جنة.
ذا الفتحة را شدة ذر. را فتحة را. ذر. ذر. تا كسرتين تن.
تا كسرتين تن.
ذرة. ذرة. He kept saying ذرة, not ذرة. ذرة. The ra is heavy. ذرة. The tip of the tongue should be by the palate, on top of the two front teeth. Wow, fatha wa.
واو فتح وا.
Quwwa.
قوة.
Quwwa.
قوة.
Not quwwa, no. Quwwa.
قوة.
Qaf is heavy, waw is light. Quwwa.
قوة.
Ta kasratain tin.
تا كسرتين تن.
قوة.
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 كاف فتحة را شدة كر. را فتحة را. كر. Not كر. 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 تا ضمتين تن. Karratun. Not cow. Kar. Karratun. Karratun. Sin Dhamma Ain Shadda Sur'. Ain Kasra I. Sur'i. Sur'i. Ra Fathata Sukun Rat. You see what we did here? Do we see that or no? The sukun we have to combine with the letter before. Su'irat. Su'irat. Be careful saying su'irat, not rat. Rat. Ra. Rat. Su'irat. Qa fatha dal shadda qad. Dal fatha da. قد not قد ميم فتحة سكون مت قدمت remember قدمت keep saying قدمت not قد. Is that clear? كاف فتحة ذال شدة كذ. ذال فتحة ذا كذ. با فتحة تا سكون بت. كذبت. We read the entire line. قوة. Remember, not ku. قوة. كرة. سعرت. Not عيرت. Ra is heavy. سعرت. قدمت. كذبت. Do you want to start now? Or you
can just
go with all right. Za dhamma waw shadda zu. Waw kasra wi. Zuwi. Jim fathata sukun jat. Zuwijat. What if someone says zuwijat? Is that right? Zuwijat. Why is that wrong? He didn't double when the letter has a shadda, it's what? It's double. So zuwijat is wrong. Zuwijat. Sin dhamma jim shadda suj. Sin dhamma jim shadda suj. Jim kasra ji. Sujji. Ra fathata sukun rat. Sujjirat. Not rot. Ra. Remember, ra, tip of the tongue should be where? The palate, the top of the two front teeth should be rolling slightly. Rat, not rut. Is that clear? Common mistake. English speakers, us English speakers, is what? We say rut and not rut. Sujjirat. Fa dhamma jim shadda fuj. Jim kasra ji. Fujji. Ra fathata sukun rat. Fujirat. فجرت سين ضمة يا شدة سوي يا كسرة يي سوي سوي را فتحة سكون رت سيرت سيرت عين ضمة طا شدة عطى عين ضمة طا شدة عطى not ta not ta طا عين ضمة طا شدة عطى عطى not عطى عطى طا كسرة طي not طي عطي عطي not عط عين is light طا is heavy عطي عطي لام فتحة سكون لت عطيلت لا عطي عطي عطيلت عطيلت زوجت سجرت فجرت سيرت عطلت عطلت. So today all we're doing these first 4 lines. Is that clear? From the book. Because why? We're going to be focusing on Shadda for a little while. We want to get strong with the Shadda. Is that clear? We're going to stop here. So for homework, all we're studying is from what line what to what? 1 to 4. That's it. Don't go beyond that. Next week we're going to go beyond that. Right now the Duktur, he's going to go over some more words and some more exercises to perfect the Shadda. Is that clear? No. So today for homework, all we're doing is 1 to 4, and we're going to practice with the Shadda a little more with the board.
What was the 2 letters that you said had the nasalization? Was it noon and
Noon and Meme. The Noon and Meme, yeah.
Is it,
2 counts, yeah. You hold it for 2. It's called the Ghunna. Ghunna, nasalization. Ghunna, yeah.
Pardon? No, no need. You can write in the book, but I'll do it from the board. You can write in the book. Just want to ask him something. Did you catch the board? Can you catch the board well?
Yeah.
Or should I erase it with?
Make the dot a little dark.
Okay, hold on.
The mic, put it a little closer so it can be loud. No, this one.
Oh, okay. Bismillah. I'm sorry. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In continuation of lessons and exercises on the Shadda, the plan is to build on what we learned yesterday and encounter more compound and complex words as we will find in the actual text of the Qur'an as we begin to read the Qur'an, inshallah. So I selected 3 words that have additional information, additional tasks on top of what we learned yesterday. So I will start with the first word. There's a word here that I put on the board. Who can help me break this down? Who's going to be my helper here? To break this word down, spell it, and put it back together. Fadal. Ta, fatha, po, shadda, ta, po. Ta, po. Ta, po. Yes. Can you start over? You can say that shadda. Yes, you can say that shadda. Yes. So ta, fatha, po, shadda, ta, po. So, okay. Ta, ta, po. This one is light. This one is heavy. So it has to be ta, po. Okay. Fatha. Yes. Shadda. Ta-po. Ta-po. Begin with the light one. Ta-po. Ta-po. And it has qalqala because even though you said shadda, it's actually a sukoon. So I have to hear the qalqala. So ta-po. One more time. Ta-po. See, easy. Okay.
Okay. Ta, fatha, ta, shadda, tatta.
Shadda.
Shadda.
Yes. So ta, fatha, ta, shadda, ta-po. Ta-po. So this is a lesson for everyone. Everyone, before he continues, listen to this. When I ask you to spell, when you spell the first letter, before pronouncing it, you have to look down the line to the second one to make sure the second one is not a what? Mad, shadda, or sukun. When you find, if I ask you to spell anything, for example, I ask you to spell kafara. When you say kaf fatha, before you say kaf fatha, you have to look at the second one to make sure it's not one of the 3. It's not a sukun, it's not a shadda, it's not a mad. If it were any of these 3, you have to include that in what you're spelling. Like you're doing here. You didn't say ta fatha because you have a shadda next to it. That has to be included in your spelling. Does everyone get that? Okay. Now you can continue. For fatha.
Shadda, tatta.
Tapo.
Tatta.
Okay.
Ta, fatha.
Fatha.
Fatha, ta,
Ta fatha ta.
Oh,
So ta fatha ta by itself.
okay. Ta, feta,
Fatha.
fet, ha, ta.
And then put them together.
Ta,
Ta.
tet,
Everyone say that. Ta. Ta.
tet, ta,
Ta. Ta.
tet, ta,
Ta. Ta.
tet, ta,
Ta. Ta.
tet, ta,
So far, that's what you have. Ta. Ta.
tet, ta.
Okay, proceed.
Lamb, Kesra, Lee.
Okay, put them together.
Tet, ta, li.
Ta. Li.
Tet, ta,
Ta. Li.
tet, ta, li.
So far, that's what you have. Ta. Li.
Tet, ta, li.
Next.
Ein, Dhamma,
Rum.
Dhamma. Ooh.
Arrow. Arrow. Put them together.
Tet, 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 ta, li.
No prolongation. No mat.
Tet, ta, li.
Did you hear what he said? He said that Leon. You put a mat in there, but I don't see a mat here.
Tet, ta, li.
Ta. Leon.
Tet, ta, li.
Everyone say that. Ta. Leon.
Tet, ta, li.
Ta. Leon.
Tet, ta, li.
Ta. Leon.
Tet, ta, li.
Clear, everyone? So in your case, don't let any stray letter. You didn't spell a mat, so why did you put a mat in there? So no stray letters, no stray sukoons, no stray issues at all. So that clear, everyone? Question about this one? This was the next word that I brought up from that same lesson. Who wants to help me with this one? Who's kind enough to assist me with this one? Yes, please.
Ein, Fatha,
Fatha.
Fatha, A,
Okay.
Sin,
No, Shin.
Shin, Kasra, She, no. Shin, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, Shri, Ashri,
No. Shin. Do this one again. Shin.
Shin, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, She,
It will be prolonged. Even though you are saying Shin, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, you're actually saying a sukun. The sukun is now a prolonger of this kasra. So what you would say here is she, as though it had a mad, which is technically a mad. So that's how you would spell it. Okay, start over.
Ein, Fatha,
Fatha.
Fatha,
Fatha.
Fatha, A, Shin, Shin, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, She, Ashi,
Ashi.
Ashi.
No, this is not is it she. There's no prolongation here. There's no mat here. So ashi.
Ashi,
Okay, next one.
Ya, Fatha,
Fatha.
Fatha, Ya,
Okay.
Ashi, Ya,
Shadda. Ashiya.
Ashiya,
I have to hear the shadda. Ashiya.
Ashiya,
Ashiya.
Ashiya,
Ashiya.
Ashiya.
Proceed.
Ta, Fatha, ten, Ashiyatan,
Ashiyatan. So this is tafatatin tan. Ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan,
Ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan,
Ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan.
Clear, everyone? So for him, when he got to this shin, he did not forget. He went and picked up the first of the 2 years in this shadda. And the first of the 2 years, you will spell as a shadda. So you would say shin kasra ya shadda shi, even though it's a sukun. Clear, everyone? So this is ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan,
Ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan,
Ashiyatan.
Ashiyatan.
Excellent. I have another word here which we frequently recite. Who in the class will help me with this one? Yeah, I want someone to help me break it down. Please go ahead.
Hamza, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, Iya.
Because the shadda that you said is actually a sukoon on the first of the two yas. So because it is a sukoon, is ya sukoon, it prolongs any kasra before it. A ya with a sukoon prolongs the kasra before it. A waw with a sukoon prolongs the dhamma before it. And alif that has a sukoon on it prolongs a fatha before it. This we did before. Okay, so this is Hamza kasra ya shadda i.
Hamza, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, E.
Okay, continue.
Yeah.
So the two years, correct? And you're supposed to pick up the second year.
Yeah.
So, but I want you to just spell it.
Yeah.
So the second year is ya what?
Oh, yeah, yeah, Fatha, yeah.
No, but there's an alif here.
Yeah.
So whenever you find a mad like this,
Okay.
or shadda or sukoon, it has to be spelled with what came before it.
Okay.
So the second year, there are two years here.
Right.
The first of them you said as Hamza kasra ya shadda i, correct? You understand that?
Okay.
There's a second year. The second year you would say ya fatha. The second year is the one that bears
The vowel.
the vowel,
Right.
which I didn't hear from you. The second one is the one that bears the vowel. But you can't only stop there because of this mad, this aleph. So you would say ya fatha
Aleph.
alif mad. Ya, correct? I was too fast.
No, I was
Where did I lose you?
when you said about the Aleph.
Yeah, so this aleph
Okay.
is like an elongation. Is a mat.
Gotcha.
Is an elongation. It
Okay.
elongates a fatha. The reason this aleph is an elongation is because it comes right next to the short vowel fatha.
Okay. All right.
So therefore, when you see this, you have to spell it along with the second ya.
So it would be what yeah.
So far, it will be iya, iya, iya. So far.
Okay.
But I want you to understand the breakdown. So let's do the breakdown one more time.
Hamza, Kasra, Ya, Shadda, E,
So two counts. E.
E,
Okay.
and then
So you did one ya, you have to do the other ya.
almost I don't know why I'm throwing me off.
So the second ya is ya fatha.
Okay, so it would be Hamza, Kasra, Ya,
Shadda.
E,
Prolonged. Prolonged E.
Okay.
Why? Why is it prolonged?
because it has a
Because this first ya is prolonging this kasra.
right,
That is why it's prolonged.
which is a med, right?
Which is, thank you very much.
Okay.
Which is also a mad.
Gotcha.
Okay, now you're left with one more
I
ya.
would do the Ya, Fatha, Ya,
Yeah, but you won't stop at that. Why won't you stop at that?
because it has a.
Because of this mad.
So that will push it out. Like
So this ya, this alif now is spelled along with the second ya together. So you spell it as ya fatha.
Ya, Fatha,
Yes.
Alif.
Yes. Ya fatha alif mad.
Okay, Ya, Fatha, Alif, Mad. And then Ya.
Ya,
Okay.
and then bring it all from the beginning.
Okay, E, Ya.
Ya.
Okay,
Ya. I want to hear the shadda. Ya.
E, Ya.
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 And then the last one.
Ka, Fatha, Ka. E. Iyaka.
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 Iyaka. I want to hear the shadda. Iyaka.
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 Alhamdulillah. Question about this.
But basically, this is two counts for each one, right?
Two counts for each mad.
Right.
This is a mad, two counts for it. This is a mad, two counts for it. Two counts for each one. Lazim. Yes.
Question, when we're over here and we're spelling, and the shut is over where we say sukoon, right?
You can also call it sukun, absolutely. So for this one, you can call it sukun. But for when you're dealing with a shadda, when you're spelling and you're dealing with a shadda, you say shadda on the first one. It is a sukun, and it comes out as a sukun like I showed you yesterday. But we spell it, when we spell it, when the teacher wants to hear you, he wants to hear you with a shadda. Yes.
You can also spell it in a different way where you can say Hamza Kasra, Ya Sukun, E. I'm going to say Sukun E, Ya Fatha Ya, Li Ya, so, or Ya Fatha Sukun. But there's different ways you can spell it. You could either say, Hamza Kasra, Ya Sukun, or you could say Hamza Kasra, Ya Shadda. But we just want to go with the pattern of Ya Shadda.
For consistency only. But it is indeed a sukun, and it's not incorrect to say sukun, only that for the sake of consistency, because we're dealing with shadda, it's good for everyone to be saying that word. That symbol, shadda. Yes. But it is a sukun. If somebody else in another place spells it to you with a sukun, it is correct. Okay. Another word. This is somewhere from down the line in lesson number 13. Who wants to help me with this? What? Someone who has not spoken before? Who wants to help me with this? Yes, please go ahead.
I gotta say the alphabet with it.
No, you can stop there. Okay. What do you do with this?
That's the alphabet. So the tail, the wow, fatah, alphabet. Fatah, alphabet,
And then put them together. Go to the beginning.
tawa,
Tawa. Proceed.
ba, fatah, ting, ban.
Tawaban. What did you do with this aleph?
It's just the
It goes with the fatah, ting.
Thank you. It goes with the fathatain. It does not participate in the pronunciation of it. Okay. Tawaban. I want to hear this shadda. Tawaban. Question about this? Sorry.
Now we know what you're about to put up there.
No, and you will find it's not it. This is a little more challenging. This is a tiny little bit more challenging. So who is brave and bold enough, so to speak, to help me with this? Who is brave and bold? to help me with this.
You got 5 volunteers.
How many volunteers? Oh, who has not spoken today? You've not spoken today? You want to, you? All right, we'll pass. You want to try? But you have to raise your voice. Fatha. If I said he was incorrect, who would agree with me? Okay. How would you correct him?
Wow, Fatah, Sing,
Fatha.
Sukun. Sing, Shadda.
Okay. Explain to him why what you said is correct.
Because the one, I don't know the name of it with the funny.
With that funny sign. What's the name of this funny sign on top of this alif? Hamzatul Wasl.
And the lamb only connected to the sing. So when you say it, you would connect it all the way to the Shadda. You would skip over it all the way to.
So the correction is this, that this Hamzatul Wasl means the Hamza of linking. The Hamza of linking. It means when there are two words, the Hamzatul Wasl will link them, and any mad in between them is ignored. So this is Hamzatul Wasl here, and this is a waw. Therefore, this waw immediately enters into this word. But this word is an alif al-lam that precedes a word beginning with a sun letter, correct? We haven't done sun and moon letters, correct? Now, this alif and lam enter into a word beginning with a sun letter. Therefore, normally, the lam is also skipped in pronouncing this word. When you proceed with the alif and lam, the lam is skipped because the lam is completely absorbed into the sun letter. The lam is completely absorbed and the sun letter gets a shadda automatically. Based on that, when you spell this word, it goes from waw fatha to sin shadda automatically. You skip this alif because it's hamzatul wasl. You skip this lam because it's lam, the alif and lam of the mu'arraf, the definite article, and it goes directly to the sin. So these two are skipped, and you go into the sin that has a shadda by saying waw fatha sin shadda was. Did I confuse anyone? Who's confused? Yeah, Sheikh.
I just want to basically how to know what is a sun letter and what is a moon letter. So basically, whenever you have the alif lam, right, that alif lam, and after it is a letter. If the letter after the alif lam has a shadda, that's a sun letter. What does it mean that it's a sun letter? Meaning you skip over the alif and the lam. Waw fatha, sin shadda, straight. Now, if the letter after the alif lam has a vowel, then that's a moon letter. What does that mean it's a moon letter? That means you pronounce the lam. So it would be waw fatha, lam sukoon, wal. Is that clear? So how do you know what is a sun letter, what is a moon letter? Alright, I see alif lam here. Okay, what is after the alif lam? Is a sin. It has a shadda. Okay, that's a sun letter. What does it mean it's a sun letter? That means I skip over the alif and the lam. Was. Now, what if after the alif lam was like a ba? The ba has a fatha, it does not have a shadda. Then, waw fatha,
lam sukoon.
Is that clear? When do you pronounce the lam? When do you not pronounce the lam? You skip over the lam if the letter after the lam has a shadda. You pronounce the lam if the letter after the lam has a vowel. Is that clear? No. That's the topic of sun and moon letters. No.
Yeah.
That's just a brief.
There's a brief summary of it, but there's more detail with it, but this is a brief summary of it. The Sheikh brought it in this same lesson, hence I'm bringing it up also. Yes?
Should we worry about that right now? Just
No, because the Sheikh brought it up
okay.
in this lesson, I'm also bringing it up.
Okay.
In this lesson 13, this word occurs, so I'm bringing it up as just
I
to
just
touch it on and understand it. Later on, as we go down the line,
Okay.
we will at least make a separate class for Sun and Moon letters.
Right.
Okay, continue. Fatha, Fatha. Wassa, wassa, wassa. Proceed. Wassama, wassama, wassama. Next. والسماء 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 والسماء. So in this, the scholar is bringing this word up because definitely we find it in the Qur'an. Also, it is a way to practice the shaddas with an additional rule. The additional rule is the rule of sun and moon letters. So how do you identify a sun letter? You identify a sun letter when alif and lam come before it, and it has a shadda, and you will find no sign written on the lam. Nothing will be written. Most of the mushafs, nothing will be written on the lam. Nothing. However, if this letter were to be a moon letter, then you would still have the Hamzatul Wasl, but the lam on the lam would be written a sign of sukun. You would see the sukun sign written, and there will be no shadda on the moon letter.
But it'll be a vowel, right?
But regardless, the sun or the moon letter would have a vowel.
Okay.
Regardless. So the sun letter will have a vowel. The moon letter will have a vowel. If they have to have vowels.
Right. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But they will not have a shadda. The moon letter will not have a shadda.
Okay, I got it.
So if you took that shudder out there, you would say,
Due to this shadda, I would say what?
was,
What's shadda? What's...
no, you took the shudder out.
If I don't, yeah, if it was a moon letter, if it was a moon letter, I'll give you a moon example of a moon letter. Ba, like Sheikh Muhammad was mentioning, like a ba. Ba is a moon letter. So this will be wal ba, for example. Had this been a moon letter, I'm just giving you a rough idea of how it will be. But you would then pronounce the lam that has a sukun. In case of a moon letter, you will have to pronounce the lam that has a sukun.
Good question, though.
Yes.
I think maybe, just for example, if that scene didn't have a shadda on it.
It will. So it will. Okay. All right. Okay.
An example. Fa is a moon letter. So, in bringing something from before the moon, from before the word, such as waw fatha, when you link that to this word, knowing that this alif is a hamzatul wasl, you then say waw fatha lam sukun wal, which I didn't say here. I just said waw fatha sin shadda was. Here, I would say waw fatha lam sukun wal. Then I would say fa fatha jim sukun fajr wal fajr ra kasrari wal fajiri. This is comparing the sun and the moon letter. The only reason we're mentioning it is because the Sheikh also brought this particular word up in lesson 13. Yes.
Also, if we go back before the lesson before then, you will see all the ones that was a moon letter. Because if we wasn't using the Shadda.
Because there wasn't, so it's possible that, yes, now you're seeing it. So if you go back, it's possible that if you go back, you will now see the ones that are moon letters. Yes. So this is just a primer on sun and moon letters. Inshallah, as time goes on and we get more into detail about this, inshallah, we'll have a separate class about sun and moon letters, inshallah. Question, everyone?
Now, just before you continue, so now you guys know the difference between the sun and the moon letter? What's the difference between a sun and the moon letter? After the alif lam, if the letter has a shadda, it's a sun letter. What does it mean it's a sun letter? Skip over both the alif and the lam. Is that clear? No. Now if the letter after the lam has a fatha, kasra, dhamma, al-vowel, that's a moon letter. So what does that mean? We pronounce that lam. Another indicator that it's a moon letter, on top of the lam, you'll see a sukoon mark. Whereas if it's a sun letter on top of the lam, it will have nothing. So you have two indicators. How do you know if it's a sun letter or moon letter? Number one, if after the lam, the letter has a shadda, then that's a what? A sun letter. Also, if on top of the lam, there's no sukoon mark, that's a what? That's a sun letter as well. Is that clear? No.
Question. This is just a primer on it. We, inshallah, at some point, Allah will bless us so that we can get a separate class on that, inshallah. All right. Time is far spent. Just have a couple more words, and then if there are any questions, I'll take them, inshallah. This too may be a little bit challenging because of its length, but regardless of the length, just take it letter by letter by letter by letter, following the rules, and we'll get to the end, inshallah. Who wants to attempt this? You spoke, right? Who hasn't spoken? Yeah, go ahead.
Fa, fatha, lam, sukun, fu, fa, fatha, fatha, lam, sukun, ma.
But when you do fa, fatha, lam, sukun, put them together first before continuing.
Fa, fatha, lam, sukun, fal.
Fa, fatha, lam, sukun, fal. What did you do with this alif? Did you skip it?
Yes.
Why? Why did you skip it? You don't want to spell it?
No, because it has the.
Okay. Because it has what? Hamzatul wasl, the hamza of linking. Consider that there are two hamzas. One is the hamza of linking that links one word to another word. Consider there's another hamza Consider there's another Hamza called Hamzatul Qat'i. The definite or the cutting Hamza, the Hamza that is crisp, that you have to pronounce, that is the one that comes from where? Deep down in the throat. The one that is written like this. This is called, this one here, this is called Hamzatul Qat'i, the definite Hamza. But this one that you're spelling is Hamzatul Wasl. You skipped it because it is a Hamzatul Wasl. Correct? Okay. So don't say it's because it has this sign. Just say the correct thing. The correct thing is you're skipping it because it's Hamzatul Wasl. It means I should link the fa to the lam. So that's what you did. You said fa, fatha, lam, sukun, fal. Correct? Alright, keep going.
Fal, fatha, lam, sukun, fal,
Yes.
la, lam,
This one, this one.
la, la,
You spelled it up to this one. So the next one is this one.
mim, suk, moon, damma, ma,
No, mim, dhamma, mu. So put them together so far.
fal, mu,
So far. Falmu. 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 Proceed.
dal, fatha, dal, fatha,
Fatha.
dal, fatha, ba, sikir, shadda, ba,
But there are two bars. Are there two bars here or not? There are two bars, right? Because of the shadda. So the first of them you spell with a shadda. So the first of the two bars you spell with a shadda, and because of the shadda here, you have to spell it with what came before it. It is not spelled on its own. It's not spelled on its own. The shadda is not spelled on its own. The mad is not spelled on its own. The sukun is not spelled on its own. They are linked to whatever came before them. Always. Therefore, you said dal, you should have said dal, fatha, ba, shadda, daba.
dal, fatha, ba,
Shadda,
shadda, ba,
daba, daba. Dal, fatha, ba, shadda, daba. Dal, fatha, ba, shadda, daba. Okay, go back to the beginning and put them all together till where you stopped.
fal, mu, daba,
Fal mudaba. Fal mudaba. Fal mudaba. I would need to hear the qalqala. Fal mudaba. Okay, proceed.
ba, kasra, bi,
Okay.
ra,
No, I want, when you say Pakasra B, then you have to go back.
fal, mu, dabba, bi, fal, mu, dabbi, fal, mu, dabbi,
Correct. Fal mudabbi. Shadda. Fal mudabbi. Fal mudabbi. Fal mudabbi. Stressing, yes.
Just one point is when it comes to connecting something to the lam, be careful of saying fell. 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 That's the common mistake people make. They say fell, not fell. Fell. Or when. Or then, not bell, not well. When. Then. When it comes to connecting the lam, make sure you pronounce it correctly.
I believe he's trying to make the distinction between how we say the L and how it is correctly said in Arabic.
Because in English it's la.
Because yes, in English always we make the L that has no vowel, we make it heavy, and so it sounds different from the Arabic, from the correct Arabic pronunciation of the lam. So please do not mix them up.
So it's not a L, it's a lam. Basically, it's not an L, it's a lam. They give it Arabic, not English.
Alright, so the brother stopped here. Fal mudabbi. Okay, proceed.
ra, fatha, ra, fal,
What are you going to do with this little stroke here? There's a tiny little stroke here. What did you say? Alif Saghira? So what are you going to do with it? Is it
long,
make what long?
hold it for like to make the raw a little longer.
Not the ra, but this fatha. But how do you spell that combination is what I'm asking.
Fatha alif saghira.
Okay, you're on the right path. So ra fatha alif saghira ra. So this is ra with a fatha. You cannot, when you see this alif, you cannot spell it by itself. It has to be linked to whatever came before it. Alif saghira, mad, sukoon, shadda, all of them, they cannot be spelled by themselves. They have to be linked to what came before them. So this is ra, fatha, alif saghira, ra. Everyone?
Ra, fatha, alif saghira, ra.
Okay, can you go back to the beginning and link everything together? فالمدبرة All right, proceed.
Ta kasrati.
All right, can you put everything together? You skipped the proper prolongation on this one. So it's فالمدبرات Question, concern, confusion, something that's not clear. I think we should stop here. Does the Sheikh have any homework or?
Write down the first 4 lines and study them thoroughly. Lesson 14. Just the first 4. Don't go beyond that. Inshallah, next week we're going to study the others. But know the first 4 lines well. And write them down one time and submit it to the Google Classroom.
So if that can be posted on the website to do lesson 14 as the homework and then the first 4 lines of lesson 14. And you'll find that there's nothing particularly new. You're combining the rules that you've learned all this while, inshallah.
Oh no, it's 13. Lesson
No.
13. Of course, the first 4 lines of lesson 13.
Oh, so it's 13, not 14?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so lesson 13, please, the homework is lesson 13. First 4 lines of lesson 13.
Write it down once and study them throughout the week. Know them thoroughly, know them well.
Please, once you write them, can you please post them? When you take pictures of your homework, be careful of the background lighting. Sometimes some brothers and sisters take pictures and their hand, their head, something is making a shadow on what they're sending to me, and they're not paying attention to that. So please pay attention to the quality of the picture you're taking before you post it on Google Classroom. All the homework will be posted on Google Classroom to be graded, inshallah. Other questions? About this, about moon letter, sun letter, shadda, mad? If not, we'll continue. Yes?
One last thing is that when it comes to reading the Qur'an, this is literally this is the hardest that it gets right now, the Shadda. Now we're just practicing what we learned. We're not learning anything new now. From now on, we're just what? Implementing and practicing.
Implementation.
We got all the tools. The med, the vowels, the double vowels, alif saghira, the small letters, the sukoon, and the shadda. That's the tools that you need. Now it's just time to what? Implement and practice what we learned. No. Yeah, so I think that's, but now it's just time to what? Practice everything we learned. As for the tools, alhamdulillah, now we have all the tools. Let's go for tawfiq.
جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك الله